You know how much we love themed products around here. So today is the next in the elephant theme that we started yesterday. And before I tell you what elephant themed thing we're making, hello, I'm Mrs. Soap and Clay. Let's make stuff. How's it going, Sudsers? Welcome back to the channel. You're at Soap and Clay, where we make all the soapy things. And today we are making the bath bomby things, but there is a soap component in this. Now, this bath bomb is falling in line with the elephant theme that we've had going on for the past few days. And it's still scented with that beautiful whipped coconut. That does not accelerate in bath bombs, thank goodness. So, which would be weird. Like, how could you even accelerate a bath bomb? I mean, you could put the citric acid in at the wrong time, but that's what most people do anyway. So yeah, this particular bath bomb, we did do a cool design on the top. So we actually made a concave bath bomb, filled that with a soap frosting, and then put these cute elephant things that we used cookie cutters to make on the top of it. And they are just so adorable. So let's go watch the video and you can check out the process and have some fun with the elephants along with me. So, full disclosure as we get started, the Soap and Clay Kidlets are actually 3 rooms over right now, filming their own YouTube video. They are doing an unboxing, and that's super awesome. So you might hear them in the background. We'll see. We're multitasking and all doing our work at the same time. Now, for what Georgia May is doing here for these bath bombs, she is doing just like a little swirled 2-color swirl with this. It's a standard bath bomb recipe, so you can check my other bath bomb videos for that, as well as for tips and tricks on how to make the bath bombs. But this one is a little bit different. You saw a little white thing that she put into the bottom of the mold when she started putting the bath bomb powder in. So that little white thing there is going to form the concave. Now, this is just something that we use for, it's, you know, those little like gumball machine thingies that have toys in them? So it's like half of that, right? So that's, you just put it in and it'll create a nice little concave. Now we will be filling that concave with a soap, a whipped soap, to put these cute little soap dough elephants that Georgia May has made. Because again, this is the 3rd in the elephant line of the Elephants on Parade thing, and it's so cute, scented with that delightful whipped coconut that was actually a huge pain in soap, so we will never ever use this again for soap making because it accelerated. It was a disaster, but it smells great. And so for the rest of the products, you know, no problems as far as discoloration or, you know, anything go with that. So we are totally rolling with that for the other 2 products that we did for this line, and that is awesome. Now, yeah, these little guys here, the little white things, the biggest trick is, yeah, you're going to want to get them out as soon as you mold the bomb. And then Georgia May, being as meticulous as she is, she definitely makes sure that all of the edges are nice and firm, so when she puts it over in her hand, that's not all going to fall out. See, so you got the perfect little half circle in there, essentially, to fill with a whipped soap. Now, with these particular bombs, you have the blue and the green, which makes such a delightful, it's a beautiful bloom in the bathtub. I don't know if you're familiar with the term bloom, but I don't actually even know if that's a term for bath bombs. It's what I've always called it. The designs and the patterns and the things that you put into the bath bomb as you're, you know, making it, how you essentially put the bath bomb powder into your molds, it can form patterns when they are released in the tub, when they're dropped into the tub and they start their fizzy process. And I call that the bloom. So doing this with the alternating colors of the blue and the green creates just a lovely bloom in the bathtub. You have both these beautiful colors going on, and they meld into one, you know, actually visually appealing color, which isn't always the case. You know, if you mix two colors that aren't supposed to be mixed, you know, color wheel, all that thing, you can go gray, you can go brown, you know, whatever. But these particular colors, they look gorgeous when they bloom together in the bathtub, really. Now, she is going to continue mixing and molding and doing all of the things until this entire batch is done. And so I'm going to, you know, cut some of this out and, you know, speed it up a little bit, because the molding of the bath bomb is the molding of the bath bomb. And if you have seen my bath bomb videos before, I have given you the best, you know, pro tips on not only how to create your bath bombs and what your, you know, recipe should be, but also how to mold the bath bombs to ensure that you don't have any fragile bombs or bombs that will expand out of the mold and do really strange things. Bath bombs are very, very tricky. It's a very interesting thing with soap makers specifically, but, you know, bath bomb makers too. They spend quite a bit of time in their lives obsessing and freaking out and trying to figure out why, hey, that one just popped right out. Trying to figure out why their bath bombs are not doing what they're supposed to do. So definitely watch the other videos when I have given you the tips and the tricks and even a recipe that, you know, a variation of that recipe gets used in all of my bath bomb classes. So it's a good one. It has a very, very high success rate. We haven't had any issues in classes yet, and we've been teaching these, you know, multiple times a day for, oh God, years and years at this point. It's crazy to think about how many bath bombs have been made, both, you know, by us, but also within all the classes and the people that come into the shop. That's so, see, there's another cool thing. She learned through this process that they'll just sort of pop out if she turns the bath bomb over. And that's awesome. I never would have thought to do that. I would have been afraid that the whole thing would have kind of fallen out with it, like the rest of the top of it. But, you know, she's smart and she does the thing. Georgia May's good at all the things. And so making of the bath bombs and finding a new way to, you know, do the thing is no exception. So these guys are going to set up overnight, and then once they are dry, we can then put the whipped soap frosting in the holes and put the cute little elephant soap dough tops that she has made for these on as well. So gonna set up overnight, and then we will move on to the making and piping of the soap frosting. Okay, now so for this soap frosting, it's fast and dirty, right? It's nothing particularly special. This is actually equal parts glycerin and melt and pour soap. So you melt the soap, you put it in with a little bit of thickener. You can use any number of thickeners. You can do meringue, you can do cream of tartar, you can do cornstarch. If you don't have either one of those things, you can do arrowroot, just something that will provide a little bit of stability to the batch. And then you put in the melted, you know, the melt and pour, and it whips up into this cool frosting like consistency. The only thing about this, again, it's a quick and dirty, so it's really easy to make, but it also firms up reasonably quickly, so you need to work very fast. Make sure that you only make enough frosting for the project you have at hand, or even consider making them in batches if you are unsure of the amount of time it will take you to load a bag and to, you know, pipe your tops, really, because this stuff does set up very, very fast. I actually, the first time I did this, I was not really very skilled with a soap or with a piping bag, and so it took a while to load the bag. And then I had, I don't know, I had like 1,000 little mini bath bombs that needed to be frosted. And so I made enough to do all 1,000, and I ultimately ended up having a lot of whipped soap. That it's still whipped soap, it's floating soap, it's cool, it's still totally usable, but I wasn't able to use it for my frosting because it thickened up in the bag too quickly. And it's like a Herculean effort to get it out of the piping bag. at some point. So make sure to, you know, not do the things that I do, which is whenever I have a bad decision, whenever I've made a bad decision, I'm very quick to tell you on the channel, just so you don't have to do it. Because, you know, I've experienced, I think, all of the bad decisions that can be made up to this point. So yeah, learn from me and save yourself some headache. But Georgia May has this piping bag beautifully full and ready to go, and she's got some great piping skills. And so now she is going to create a nice little nest to cradle the bath bombs so they don't roll over the table while she is doing this. And then she's just going to squeeze some soap frosting into the little, you know, hollowed out area there and put the little elephant on. And isn't that just the cutest thing in the world? That is adorable. No, it's ridiculously cute. And after she made these, she told me, she's like, we need to do more of these. These are the cutest things ever, like with the concave thing. And normally I only do these in the, oh, and see, now she's getting fancy. She's putting bigger dollops in there. She's trying to figure out what looks the best, and she has decided that that one is her favorite. So she's going to do big dollops for all of them. You even see the thumbs up and the thumbs down and all that jazz. But yeah, no, she did this and she decided that these were really super adorable. And I normally only do bath bombs like this during the holiday months, and so I have some special bath bombs that get put out for, you know, the Christmas season or whatever in little sets, and that's usually the only time, and I'm actually the only one who ever makes them. I don't think I've ever had any of the soap apprentices make the concave fancy bombs before, but and I think I haven't done that because it's kind of a pain, and for some things I let them have the pain because they like it, and whereas I don't. Sometimes they enjoy the tediousness, like, you know, for example, Georgia May painting the Pokebombs. She likes that. I do not. So she finds that enjoyable. I let her do it. For something like this, I sort of assumed that nobody would really enjoy the process of creating the actual concave in the bath bombs, but Georgia May really liked them, so you may see a lot more, you know, fancy decorated top type things in our line for a while until she decides she doesn't want to do them anymore, really. And that's kind of true of the majority of things that we make. You know, now that I think about it, we get into kicks where we really love doing something like soap dough, for example, and we'll have a lot of soap dough stuff, and then we will not anymore because we get burned out on the extra steps, really. But these, speaking of soap dough, these little elephants were created just using soap dough. So Georgia May, she went ahead and flattened everything out like you would for cookies, right? And then she actually used a cookie cutter in the shape of an elephant, and then another one for the ears with a different color, obviously, to do the thing. And it was fun. She liked that, and they're super cute and not nearly as time consuming as some of the other amazing, like, three-dimensional stuff that she's made with soap dough. So that's cool. I like shorter. And yeah, that's the process for doing the concave with the cute little soap frosting here. So you have, you know, soap that you get to just kind of pull out of your bath bomb, or it can fizz out, and then you can use it to, you know, wash your body or do whatever while you're in the tub soaking with your bath bomb. And again, the whipped coconut scent with these guys, so beautiful, so lovely. And this is just super cute. This ended up being the most adorable little gift set ever. I love themed gift sets. I'm definitely a sucker for them. And I showed you like the finished gift set yesterday as sort of like a teaser, right? So you have the elephant soap that Georgia May used, you know, soap dough to make an elephant kind of hanging out in the grass. And then you have the elephant sponge that I made which was, you know, super cute too. And then now you have your awesome little elephant bath bomb. Again, all the same scent blend, all the same color family. Super duper adorable. That is day 153, the elephant bath bombs. And now that they are ready, that means that the entire gift set is on the website as well as in the shop, and they are ready to be, you know, swooped up by you before they're gone. And they're probably going to go pretty fast. So there they are. They're cute. Super cute, right? Those things are so adorable. I love them. And actually, Georgia May had never made a bath bomb with the concave before. Whenever I do them, it's normally around Christmas time, and I'm always the one that makes them and does the thing. And she did them and said they are super cute. We have to do more of them. And she had like 12 different ideas on that. So I'm sure you will be seeing some more frosted bath bomb things in the line in the coming months for sure. So if you are interested in this particular bath bomb thing, you can get it. We're actually doing a whole gift set for the elephant soap, the sponge, and the bath bomb. And you can totally pick one of those up at soapandclay.com. If you are interested in more soapy antics, subscribe to the channel. I would love to have you, part of the Sudzer family. That would be awesome. For the existing Sudzer family, thank you so much for being part of my family. I like family members. And yeah, I hope you guys had a good time today. I hope you enjoyed the elephant soaps. If you have any ideas for cool themed whatever that you'd like to see on the channel, send me a message. Let me know. I'd love to play with your ideas. And it does it for me today. So I will see you guys all again tomorrow. Bye.